Hi, this is David at White Ace Hardware at Geist. I want to talk to you about native plants, or native perennials, I should say, to Indiana. The idea that they're native means that they're adapted to our soils, they're adapted to our weather and environment here, and they are great for pollinators, like the birds and the bees and the hummingbirds and the butterflies. These are good plants for them. And they look good in our gardens. So let's take a look at a few of them. The first one is the hummingbird plant. And believe me, we've had this in the garden center, and we got hummingbirds that fly in here just to pollinate off of this one here. They love this one here. We see them all the time. The next one is bee balm. And bee balm is loved by bees. You can see them all over there. But this one's a nice colorful one. I like it. It's short. You can have it short, you can have it tall, you can have it pink, you can have it red. It comes in many colors and shapes. So it really does good. The next one is black-eyed Susan, Rebecca. And this one's a good one because it just is hardy as anything. You put it in the ground, it takes off, and it just fills up an area. It really does good. And the bees love it. The next one is echinacea, or the coneflower. This one's the purple coneflower, as you can see. Now, it'll have many different blooms. It will bloom several times. They're just now starting to bloom, by the way. And the goldfinches love this one. They'll eat it. So it's good for the birds. The next one is the blanket flower. The blanket flower is great. I've seen bees all over this. This is a great pollinator one. So this is a good one for that. And it's very colorful. That's the idea, that they can be colorful and good for the environment, good for the bees. So we always want to take those into consideration. The next one is, you've probably seen this around, the daylily. Yeah, they come in different sizes, different colors, different heights, and they are great pollinators as well. Okay, next one down here is a late bloomer. You can see it's just starting to bloom, and this is the aster. Now, this is an idea you want to keep in mind. You want plants that bloom all season long, or at different time periods. You want some blooming early spring, you want some blooming in the summer, you want some blooming into the fall. This is one that tries to bloom towards the fall time. So this is one of the last bloomers, actually. So you want to have something like that in your garden for the birds and bees all the time, all season. The next one is Joe Pye weed. Joe Pye weed is a great one for butterflies. They love it. Then we come over here. We got false sunflowers. These are great because you can see that they bloom a lot. They bloom a long time. These have been blooming ever since I got them into the garden center, and they're still going strong, I think. So these are great to have around. Now, next one is goldenrod. Goldenrod is another attractor of butterflies and bees, and they just love this goldenrod. This is a very tall one. We got some shorter ones too and stuff like that, and you can see it's just starting to bloom. So it's very nice. This next one is called the swamp weed, or the milkweed plant. And this one's great because let me show you who's on this one. See that guy? That's a caterpillar that's going to turn into a monarch butterfly. And we got a couple more up here. Here's another one up here. So this one's covered with monarch butterfly, or caterpillars for monarch butterflies. So you can see, if this in my garden center, and I got this many, 3 of them, I think I actually have 4 of them in here, on one plant, you can imagine what it'd do for your yard. So this is a great one to have, the milkweed plant. The next one down here is the wand flower. I love this, how it looks, how it drapes down. It's just got a nice natural feel to it, and it kind of blows in the wind and everything like this. So that's the thing, is these can look beautiful and help the environment and grow easily. So just get them established and they go. The next one is a stonecrop. This is a late fall bloomer. It's also called sedum. And this particular variety is autumn fire, which is a common one. And you will see a great, beautiful bloom on this. The nice thing about this is it blooms late in the fall, but also it's easy to care for. Sedum is one of the easiest ones to care for. You really just don't worry about it at all. You know, it just takes off. Another one is going to be a late bloomer a little bit. This is going to be turtle head. And you can see the blooms on that just starting to form. Let's go down here and take a look at the picture here. See the picture on it? What it's going to look like when it starts to bloom? That's going to be a neat little thing. It's going to be called turtle head. And that's great pollinator as well. Now we come over here, and you probably haven't seen this one yet. Or you probably might have seen this one yet. It's called hibiscus. And this is the perennial hibiscus. A lot of people get the tropical hibiscus. This is the perennial hibiscus. That's good in Indiana. It will grow. It will come back every year. And it's great, great pollinator. Next one is coreopsis over here. We got a lot of coreopsis. The bees and the butterflies love this one. And again, we have a variety of shapes and sizes and colors on this one. Now, the last two are early bloomers, but they also bloom in the shade. Solomon seal is a nice one to intermix with your hostas and stuff like this, and it blooms early in the spring and gives it little flowers. The last one is the bleeding heart. Now, like I said, neither one of these are blooming right now, but they bloom early in the spring. And again, got to find stuff that blooms early in the spring all the way to the late in the fall. And these both bloom early in the spring. But the bleeding heart, you can see the picture of it. It looks a little heart-shaped. So those are some of the plants that are native perennials to Indiana. I hope you guys come on over and look at some more. We got plenty out here, all kinds. We'll see you soon.